I'm gonna be honest, this week is, didn't get any easier from last week. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back. For those of you who don't know, I'm ExtraTypical. I do live streams and YouTube videos on a relatively weekly basis. Try to at least. This week, though, has been a lot busier than the rest of the weeks that I've had leading up to this one, mainly because of a couple things that I've been adding to my schedule, but also because I'm kind of pulling double duty at work. So I wanted to kind of talk through that, what I'm doing right now, and what I got planned for the future. So I work for a real estate photography agency. We take photos and videos of houses and sell those to agents, and then they take those and put them on their MLS systems. Nowadays I do a lot of office work, but this specific week we've been low on photographers, and so I've been going out and shooting, which means I'm not only doing office work, but I'm also working outside of the office, and that takes up a fair portion of my day. Just 2 or 3 shoots on my schedule could mean I'm here at the office till 9, 10, 11, trying to finish up the last bit of work that I, would have been able to finish by 5 if I hadn't been actually, Nothing to complain about though. I'm very happy that I have a job, but that has made it a little bit more difficult to do the normal stuff that, I try to do. For people that have been following this channel for a little while, I try to post on a bi-weekly basis on Monday and Friday. I'm sorry, I've actually been looking at the screen to the left of the camera instead of directly at the camera. You may notice that now. I try to post bi-weekly to this YouTube channel Monday and Friday. I had some more plans for some of the content that I was going to try to put out, but this week has been so busy, I'm barely having the time and the availability to just do one. I also work for my dad in some capacity. I basically work with his real estate agency and try to get some videos and content up on his channel. I also recently got into a relationship, which I'm very, very excited about and very happy about, but that takes its own time, and obviously that's a priority for me, and so I've been choosing to put more time and effort into that instead of scripting and making videos. And then, of course, as you guys know, I mentioned it 2 videos ago, I just started streaming again, which has been great. So far, I've been able to put that into my schedule on a weekly basis, and the love and support has been fantastic. I'm excited about what I'm going to be able to offer in the upcoming streams. Basically, I just want to make this place a positive environment for everybody to be a part of, but at the same time, that takes up 2 more hours of my week, and so things have been getting really hectic, really busy, but hopefully, starting next week, things will slow back down. I'll be able to get back to my normal 2 videos a week. I've had some recent topics that I want to talk through a little bit more, and I want to perhaps take the focus of this channel and bring some stream highlights. I would definitely want to highlight some of the stuff that I'm doing. I'm still trying to find a system that helps that process out the most, but I also want to talk about some topics that I feel like I have some expertise on, or maybe a perspective on that nobody else has. For instance, my partner asked me, hey, do boys feel butterflies, the other day? She was mainly asking me because, that's something that she goes through, she experiences, and that was a really interesting question to me. It's something that I definitely could talk about, and because I've taken some counseling classes in the past, and that was part of my degree that I took in college, along with the fact that I'm a little bit more of an emotional person, I felt like that's something that I could offer perspective on, kind of how I've seen it, as well as some of the people I've known growing up, and, of course, recently, that experience emotion in different ways, and I could highlight that and talk about that. I also feel like it'd be something that's good to talk about because I feel like that's definitely an issue that's going on right now. Especially in our current culture and environment, guys are taught to grow up and kind of desensitize themselves to emotion. It's kind of a rite of passage here in America, and kind of toughing it up and becoming a man, which has some specific, stereotypical connotations that may not be as positive for mental health and some other things out there. Along with that, online environments such as, the competitive gaming community, Twitch, IRL sports like basketball, football, stuff like that become really, really toxic over time because of the competitiveness and how people are pitted against each other. That becomes something that can be pretty detrimental to somebody's mental health unless they desensitize themselves to that kind of stuff or learn how to manage it. But a lot of that can be negative for future relationships, for friendships, for personal growth, and it's something that I found was definitely not that good for me. And so that's something I definitely want to talk about. I'll probably go a little bit more in depth in it, but that will be a video I'll try to put out here in the future. But yeah, I mean, all good things. I think small micro stresses like this of having to work a little bit extra for a period of 2 to 3 weeks, having to deal with my, schedule being expanded and a lot more happening in a shorter amount of time. I think all of those things can be positive, and I think that they can all be good. And so far, I've been able to manage my health, manage my sleep. Although I haven't been doing it super well, it's been okay. And I think that especially getting back to my normal schedule will be great for being able to put stuff back out on this channel. I just wanted to give that little bit of update, let you guys know how things are, how I'm doing. This is kind of a more low effort video, but I will be getting back to my normally scheduled content coming up here soon. So fingers crossed for that. If you guys have any topics that you want to suggest or things that you might have questions on that you feel like I might have an expertise or maybe a perspective on, I'd be happy to talk about that kind of stuff. With that being said though, feel free to jump on to Instagram and give me a follow there, or jump into the Discord. I'm going to be doing some Discord exclusive stuff coming up, which means that you'll be able to jump in there, and if you have a specific game that you want to play, I'll be happy to download that and we can play together. In the future, I'll also be doing Discord exclusive streams, which will be really cool. Outside of that, you can also give me a follow on Twitch. I live stream there every Wednesday at 6 p.m. CST, and I play an assortment of games, usually including Overwatch, League of Legends, some Fortnite, and a few other things. But yeah, you guys are awesome, amazing, beautiful human beings. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you next video.